Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. I'm Kevin, and today we're going to do another mini collection video. M-I-N-I, mini collection video. This is where I do a small bit of my knife collection. I then post it to YouTube. You're watching it now on the Keith Kevin Ken channel. And then I put them all together so that you guys, at the end of the day, whether it's at the end of this year, probably at the end of next year or whatever, you can take a look at my entire collection. We do this at least once a week, mostly twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Make sure that you punch that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the collection videos that come out on a regular basis, at least once a week. And of course, on this channel, I post a pocket dump, what I call deconstruction, where we talk about all the knives that I'm carrying. I usually carry 3 of them, a keychain, a medium, and a larger knife, and the knives that got away. So we play with, caress, and discuss at least 4 different knives. But let's get on with this video. I always like to start the video at least with a knife on the table. And usually it's a knife on the table that doesn't give you a hint to what the mini collection is. You probably already have seen the title. We're going to talk about the Chris Reeve 25, Sebenza 25s that are in my collection. Of course, this is not a 25. This is a 21. And I want to use it just as perspective before we launch into the Chris Reeve 25s. I took one of my fancy 21s. I did it because I'm actually recording this in 2016, in March 2016. I know some of you probably will see this months later, years later, a couple of years later, whatever. And we're in the middle of an election. I don't care what your politics are. I'm never going to talk politics on the Keith Kevin Ken channel. But it is about the American flag and democracy. And so I thought I'd use this to talk about the 21. As you guys know, Chris Reeve makes, I call them mid-techs. A lot of care goes into them, as well as a lot of production goes into them. If you haven't seen the Chris Reeve Shop documentary, it's a 2-parter by Blade HQ on YouTube. Check it out after you see this. It really gives you an appreciation about the money and the thought that goes into the knives. A lot of people say the Chris Reeve knife is one of the finest knives, especially production knives or mid-tech knives you can buy. I think it's one of the best. I love them. I have over 50 Chris Reeve knives because I love them so much. The best in the knife world, I don't know if you can say the best of anything, but it definitely is among the best. This right here is a special one with black-eyed Damascus. It has this wonderful color inlay of the American flag. Chris Reeve started with a wonderful lock, the integral lock. He uses titanium on all of his Sebenzas. I wanted to start with the Sebenza 21 because this is what Chris Reeve started with. Of course, he started with the plain Jane Sebenza, just all titanium with that wonderful blade. I don't know if he started with BG42, but I know I have a classic Sebenza with BG42 steel, which is just a wonderful steel. Right now, though, currently, on all of his knives, he used S35 VN. The Sebenza started in 1987. He did the Sebenza, then he did the classic Sebenza. That's the one I have with BG42. Then he did the Sebenza 21. And he, every single year, kept improving the Sebenza, On his 21st anniversary, he did the Sebenza 21. This is the Sebenza 21, a fancier version, obviously. He continued to improve on the Sebenza, excuse me about my cough, and then in 2012, on his 25th anniversary, he introduced the Sebenza 25. And boy, was that a change. Ugh. There are a lot of mechanics that are changed. Let me just tell you, I'm not that, I love knives, love them. But I'm not a freak about all the specifics. There are a lot of videos about Sebenzas that'll give you the inner workings, the pivot, what's underneath the knife. I just love the knife, okay? So this is not a review. This is a love fest about the Sebenza 25. But you can see the changes. Put that hump on the blade profile changed. It's still that wonderful large hollow ground. Look, got a little divot right there on the 25. Oh man. The big thing about the 25 that you can't stop noticing is that it's 2-finger choil. So instead of the 1-finger choil on the 21, you get the 2-finger choil. So that's how you know the difference. 21, 1 finger, 2 fingers, a 25. So he started with the 25. This is the plain Jane 25, and that's what we'll start with this mini collection. I already told you about the change in the profile. This plain Jane has 2 studs, still the same kind of workmanship. That wonderful lockup. Oh, man. The thing about a Chris Reeve knife, I love the plain Janes, by the way. I'm going to show you some fancy knives coming up. But I love plain Jane, whether it's the 21 or the 25. And the reason I like it is you can see the beauty of a Sebenza without having all the flash like that one. Just the make, when you put it in your hand, you know you have a wonderful knife. Sebenza is Zulu for work. So what Chris Reeve does is he makes work knives. Now, I have Menundes, and that Menunde is for very nice, and we're going to do a mini collection of my Menundes. That's his gentleman folders. But the Sebenzas are meant for work, and boy, are they great work knives. This is my first introduction to a 25 that wasn't a plain Jane. It seemed to me, now we're talking about my evolution of my collection. You guys can correct me about how the sequence really worked. But after I had the 25, I collected a lot of 21s. And we'll do a 21 collection video at some point. But this Sebenza was the first one that got a little bit fancier than the plain Jane. And the Sebenza has that starburst on it. Everything else about it is the same, even on the lock. And that's special because most of the designs I'm going to show you of the Sebenza 25, Chris Reeve doesn't mess with that lock. Even on the lock side, he just doesn't mess with the lock. It's usually just plain Jane titanium. But in the Sebenza 25, he does. Now, the Sebenza 25 is special for a number of reasons. The biggest part is this etched-in starburst pattern. That starburst pattern, it really is the brand of Wilson Combat. This is an exclusive run with Chris Reeve and Wilson Combat. Wilson Combat is a gun dealer on the internet, also does gun-related accessories. He also sells some knives as well. But this is a special Chris Reeve knife with Wilson Combat. It's the Sebenza. They do a Sebenza family of knives. The 25, the 21, and the small 21. This is the, and the Umnumzun. But this is exclusive. Look at it. It has that wonderful double lug on it. And a lot of the special Sebenzas, 21s and 25s, they have this wonderful bead with the lanyard. The bead has both Wilson Combat and Chris Reeve on it, so it's a one-of-a-kind kind of bead. You can only buy this off of the Wilson Combat website new. Obviously, you can get it elsewhere. It's a limited edition, but there's a lot of them. They're still available. That's the Sebenza Chris Reeve 25. After that, I discovered I had a Sebenza 25 micarta, a Sebenza 21 micarta. A small Sebenza 21 and a large Sebenza 21 micarta. I hadn't come across the 25, and then I did. This is just wonderful. This is micarta. It's the micarta inlaid version. Inlaid is important because with Chris Reeve, inlaid means that he takes 3 stripes of the material, whether it's a wooden material or you'll see a carbon fiber inlay now, one of the newer knives, or this micarta. This was my first inlaid knife, the micarta inlaid. Actually, the first one was a Sebenza 21. Oh, man. This is the 25. I love this micarta. I love the micarta because you see that it comes out of the titanium. It's laid on the titanium. It just gives you a better purchase in the hand. It feels great. It looks wonderful. That's the Sebenza 25 micarta. Oh, man. I love that. Look at the 25s. Isn't that nice? Well, Chris Reeve is starting to get a little fancy with his 25s. For a long time, I just had the plain Jane. I had the Sebenza, and I finally found, just last year, the micarta. And then all of a sudden, hold on, let me catch my breath. I have the Chris Reeve 21, large and small. I have 3 small ones with different Damascus blades and Damascus carved into the handle. This is the 25. This is Devin Thomas ladder Damascus. The body is the Sebenza 25. It has that shiny titanium, and you can feel. You probably can't hear that. Can you kind of hear that? Anyway, it's etched in. You have the ladder Damascus blade. Oh, look at that spine. Again, it's a Sebenza 25, 2 lugs, same profile, but look how beautiful on the show side. It's carved in. You know it's ladder Damascus even before you open it up, because it shows it right on the show side on the scales, and then there you go. Oh, what a wonderful piece. See? Look at that lock side. Keeps it pure. But that show side is so wonderful. Polished titanium on the show side with that etching of the Damascus ladder Damascus, and then the blade. They also have this in basket weave as well as raindrop Damascus. I haven't gotten that far with the collection. I do have all 3 on the small Sebenza 21s. And then I have to tell you my favorite Sebenza 25 and what is becoming my favorite family of Sebenzas. Knife Art exclusive. Knife Art got with Chris Reeve and did a carbon fiber Sebenza 25. Can you believe it? They also have a exclusive Sebenza 21 and small Sebenza 21 as well. Oh man, look at that carbon fiber. You see that number, 71? I happen to be on the Knife Art side when they announced that the first 100 manufactured will actually have numbers on it. So this was the 71st manufactured Chris Reeve 25 carbon fiber exclusive from Knife Art. I was lucky enough to get the 71st one, but man, they're still available only at knifeart.com. Obviously, this isn't a commercial. Obviously, Blade HQ and Knife Art and Wilson Combat isn't sponsoring this video. First of all, I don't have that many subs. Second of all, I sponsor them by buying knives from them. Great customer service, all of them. I just love it. But I'll tell you what, This is a prized possession. Never giving it up. Never giving it up. In fact, I think my family of full carbon fiber Sebenzas. Oh man, people say, what happened if you have to give away all your Sebenzas? I think I'll keep that family of carbon fiber. Here's the greatest part of the carbon fiber. It's just one carbon fiber scale. It doesn't have titanium liners or anything. It is so light. I mean, the Chris Reeve isn't the heaviest thing in the world. It's like 5.2 ounces. But man, with that carbon fiber, it's so much lighter. It takes off more than an ounce. It's just wonderful. Ah, I love this. KnifeArt.com exclusive. Of course, you can't find, I guess on the secondary market, obviously, there are 99 other ones that are numbered. But wow, what a wonderful knife. I'm so proud to have it. I carry it a lot. I work in an office. I'm not out in the field or anything. And so what a nice, huge Chris Reeve work knife. The Sebenza 25, but with carbon fiber. It turns the Chris Reeve knife into a wonderful gentleman's folder, and it's so light. So that's the carbon fiber exclusive from Knife Art. And then, oh, Blade HQ came out with their carbon fiber. They started with the 21. They all start with the 21 in carbon fiber, Knife Art. And this is a Blade HQ exclusive carbon fiber inlay. You're probably used to Sebenza 21s, the Chris Reeve 21s with the inlay, the wood inlays. Well, now they have a 21 with carbon fiber inlays. You're also familiar with the micarta inlay, like this one. But man, you put that space age material, carbon fiber, into the inlay, and you got your 3 slits of inlay right there of carbon fiber. Again, it's all on shiny, a shiny titanium base right there. Man, I see that I have to clean up my Sebenzas. That shiny titanium. On this Blade HQ exclusive, they actually, Chris Reeve carried over the shiny titanium to the lock side as well. Kept the lock pristine and raw, which I love, but it's shiny with that, the 3 inlays of carbon fiber. Oh man, I love this. Hard to get. There are still some available. I believe the 25 is still available. Blade HQ as I record this in 2016, but oh, what a wonderful knife. I will be doing a mini collection on a lot of things. I still have to do my mini collection on the Plain Jane 21s or Plain Jane Chris Reeve Sebenzas. So we'll do that. We'll do a mini collection of the family of the Starbenzas, which also includes the StarTech Umnumzan. We're going to do the family of the micarta inlaid Sebenzas, which include the combo blade, half serrated. Same thing when we do the Plain Janes. And we're going to do a family of the etched Damascus etch scales with the matching Damascus blades. I have the 25, the large 21, and 3 small 21s, all with different Damascus. We are going to do pretty soon a mini collection of the carbon fiber family. The full carbon fiber from Knife Art, the exclusive from Knife Art, and then of course we'll do all of those, and then we'll include in that mini all of the Sebenza carbon fiber inlays. So that's quite a few knives. You can be looking out for those mini collections. Hit that subscribe button so that YouTube reminds you when I upload. Of course, I upload every single day with the pocket dumps, but you'll also get these mini collections. Those are Sebenza 25s, but I'm going to tell you, I might get some people upset. I bet you, he's not watching this, he'll never watch it, but Chris Reeve might even be upset. But the newest Chris Reeve Sebenza 25 in my mind is the Nkosi. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. This is the newest Chris Reeve knife. It just came out in 2015. Oh, what a wonderful knife. It is a small 25. Everything I told you about the 25, look at that blade profile. Look at it. Same. Look at the double choroidal. Told you. The lock side, of course, it's the same. The clip is a little different because it is a full-size clip on a small 25. But this is a 25. The small 25, finally. It's called the Nkosi. Nkosi is chief in Zulu. All of these are named with Zulu names because Chris Reeve is South African. Oh, man. Smooth as butter, just like all the other. Oh, it's so smooth, just like all the other ones. I love this giant pivot. A lot of innovation inside, but you can see the double studs. Look, got the little notch after the jimping. Yes, he did not call it a 25, a small 25, but it is. So I'm including it in my 25 collection. It actually is an eensy bit smaller than a small Sebenza 21. Just a little bit smaller than a small 21. But to me, that Nkosi concludes the mini collection, my mini collection of 25s. Hey folks, that's it. Those are my Chris Reeve 25s. Yes, yes, they're wonderful. Yes, I love them. Yes, they're beautiful. Hey, there's a Keith, Kevin, Ken drinking game whenever I say beautiful, wonderful, and I love it. Go back through this. Take a shot every time you hear that word, okay? You'll feel very good after seeing these knives and playing with them with me, but also you'll probably be buzzed. Anyway, there you go. That's the mini collection of the Chris Reeve 25s. Thank you very much for joining me. I know how valuable your time is. I do. And so I appreciate you spending some of that time with me. You have a wonderful day. This is Keith, Kevin, Ken. Actually, this is Kevin. Keith and Ken are two of my brothers. I'm the middle one. Keith, Kevin, Ken is the name of my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and it just is in support of my love for my two brothers. So there you go. That's the 25. Thank you. Have a perfect day. Goodbye.